I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I have another sewing tip of the week for you. Take a look at this shirt. I like this shirt. I wear it a lot. It's a stretch knit. It washes really well, but there's one thing that bothers me about the shirt that I don't like, and that's these brown buttons. The fabric is powder blue with these little thin white stripes. So I'm going to show you how to use your button attachment on your machine to sew these buttons on using your machine. Hand stitching is really hard for me, so I always like to use my sewing machine to do these. So let's head on over to my Baby Lock Crescendo and I'll show you how to do this. To remove the buttons, I'm just going to use my seam ripper. So just lift up the button and put it in there, and this is a really quick way to remove the buttons. Let me see. Here's the other side of it. And there we go. Almost. Okay, so then make sure you remove the threads on the back. So you can use your seam ripper to help you remove those threads. Always refer to your sewing machine user's manual before you start. Your presser foot may look different than mine. I'm using a Baby Lock Crescendo and my presser foot is labeled the letter M as in Mary. I don't know if all Baby Locks are labeled the same way, but make sure you check yours. Also, make sure you check your machine user's manual for the proper machine setting. There may be a special button you need to press on your machine, so make sure you look at that first. So here's the button I'm going to put in. Now I've actually got a 4-hole button, so I will be going through the process of putting this button on twice, but it's so quick. It's not going to bother you to do it. So I have a little clamp here, and what I will do is take my button and just push it inside of that clamp. So after you've got it in there, then you want to line up your needle with the hole. And I manually lowered my needle down, so I've already got it in there. And if you've not done this before, you want to proceed a little slow just to make sure you've got everything lined up. So now that I do, you've got your proper settings on your machine using the proper presser foot, then just go ahead and start. Now mine will go back and forth quite a few times. And when it's done, it's going to go through the same hole many times to tie it off. And then I just use my little scissor cutting button and it cuts the thread. Now I'm going to, because it's a 4-hole button, I will have to move it and realign it up for the next 2 buttons and go through the same process. Well, I just finished it. I replaced 3 buttons on the front and then 1 on each sleeve. So remember, a 4-hole button, you need to go through it twice. Now you may have noticed I changed my shirt. That's because I also replace the buttons on here. This is a red and white shirt and it had those ugly brown buttons on it. So I replaced them there. They also have them on the sleeves here. So it really adds a lot more to your wardrobe by just changing little subtle things like that. Now, if you're interested in learning how to make clothing, or you just want to learn how to sew in general, do some beginner projects, check below your YouTube screen for video links to other tutorials that I have. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and happy sewing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up button. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell so you can receive notifications about my latest videos. I'm Cheryl, and this is Scotty, and this is Manny. See you next time, and happy sewing!